am HOANG Thursday in the 15th, 2021 Your future depends on you. Every single one of you has something that you're watching at. Every single one of you has something to offer. And you have a responsibility to yourself to discover what that is, that the opportunity and education can provide. Maybe you could be a great writer, maybe even good enough to write a book or articles in newspaper, but you might not know it until you write that English paper, that English class paper. That's aside to you. Maybe you could be an innovator or inventor, maybe even good enough to come up with the next iPhone or the new medicine or vaccine, but you might not know it until you do the project for your science class. Maybe you could be a mayor or a senator or a Supreme Court justice, but you might not know that until you join in student government or debate team. And no matter what you want to do in your life, I guarantee that you need an education to it. You want to be a doctor, a teacher, or a police officer. You want to be a nurse or an architect, a lawyer, or member of our military. You go into need a good education for every single one of those careers. You cannot drop out of school and just drop into a good job. You've got to train for it, and work for it, and learn for it. You need the knowledge and problem-solving skills you learn in science and math, cure diseases like cancer or AIDS, and to develop new energy technologies and protect our environment. You need the insights and critical thinking skills you gain in history and social studies to fight poverty and homelessness, crime and discrimination. You need the creativity and ingenuity you develop in all your classes to build new companies that we create new jobs and boost the economy. We need every single one of you to develop your talents and your skills and your intellect so you can help us all for solve our most difficult problems. You can have the most dedicated teachers, the most supportive parents, the best schools in the world, and none of it will make a difference. None of it will matter unless all of you fulfill your responsibilities, unless you show up to those schools, unless you pay attention to those teachers, unless you listen to your parents and grandparents and their adults and put in the heart work it takes to succeed. Now I know it's not always easy to do with school. I know a lot of you have challenges in your life right now that can make it hard to focus on your schoolwork. Maybe you don't have adults in your life who give you the support that you need. Maybe someone in your family has a lot. There's not enough money to go around. Maybe you live in a neighborhood where you don't feel safe or have friends who are pressuring you to do things you know aren't right, but at the end of the day, the circumstances of your life, what you look like, where you come from, how much money you have, what you've got going on at home, none of that is an excuse for neglecting your homework or having a bad attitude in school. There's no excuse for talking back to your teacher or cutting class or dropping out of school. There is no excuse for not trying. Where you are right now doesn't have to determine where you end up. No one's written destiny for you. You write your own destiny. You make your own future. Set your own goals for your education and do everything you can to meet them. Your goal can be something as simple as doing all your homework, paying attention in class, or spending some time each day reading a book. Maybe you will decide to get involved in an extracurricular activity or volunteer in your community. Maybe you will decide to stand up for kids who are being teased or bullied because of who they are or how they look, because you believe, like I do, that our young people deserve a safe environment to study and learn. Maybe you decide to take better care of yourself so you can be more ready to learn. But whatever you resolve to do, commit to it.